Let's make a couple of knives out of this giant saw blade. First thing we do is split it in half. This is absolutely not the best way to do it, but it is definitely a way to do it. Now, the knives we're making today are called trackers. They basically are for outdoor use, like bushcraft, camping, things like that. They have kind of an all-purpose edge up top, and then they've got this little bitty inlaid edge inside. Now, that's going to be used for splitting wood, for kindling, things like that. We're also using this camo micarta material to make our handle scales, which we're cutting out now. The 14-inch grinding stone is going to be used to put the hollow grinds on the blade. Now, this wheel runs off a 3-horsepower motor. Basically, I can lean on this thing with all my weight, and there is not a chance of me slowing this thing down. We're using a wider wheel for the top section and a narrower wheel for that inlaid edge. Taking a quick barbecue break while we heat our blades up in the forge. We're going to let them cool down very, very slowly. This will allow us to poke some holes in the tang for our micarta handle scales. And at this time, I'm also applying my surface finish. My customer wanted a kind of a rustic surface finish. This is what we call our rock pattern. I'm accomplishing this with my little grinding wheel here. Basically, now we have to heat this up one more time, and we quench it in oil. This changes the crystal structure of the metal so that it gets harder, and it will allow it to hold its edge. We now heat it up to a slightly lower temperature for a couple of hours in the oven, and that will give the blade its required toughness. Polishing out those grinds we laid down earlier, as you can see, our rock pattern finish has gone black from the heat treatment. This makes quite an attractive finish for an outdoor knife like this. Pinning up our handle scales and shaping them on the belt sander until they're nice and smooth. And now it's time to apply our final edge. We do this on 2 different wheels, one for the top edge and one for that little tiny inside edge. We finish them out on a very fine belt, and when we're done, we take that final belt, we flip it inside out. And now I'm applying my green buffing compound to the paper backing inside the belt. This will give it that final mirror polished edge that we need. As you can see, it is now sharp enough to easily shave hair. Here's how they look all finished up in their sheaths. We're going to test out the cutting ability here and test out that inside edge too. You can see it's pretty good for splitting. And that's a tracker knife start to finish. Let me know what you think and what you'd like to see made next.